Hello, my dear ones. This is a timeless, near-personal love and spirituality reading for whomever is guided to watch it, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And this reading in particular is sponsored by Shaye. And if you also want to support my channel like Shaye, you can follow the donation link in the description box of this video. Take note that the reading can be in the reversed for some of you. And if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for the season that is up, or you can check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. Click the headline of each playlist to see all the videos that the playlist contains. And I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the PAGAN LENORMAND Oracle cards. Yes, okay, so, oops, sorry. When I open your deck here, I see Harvest together with the Karmic Wheel. And so it seems like you have been through a longer cycle of karma, and it's now time for you to finally be able to harvest your successes, to be able to harvest your big efforts, and finally get some reward for your hard work. Beautiful. So I call the divine with love and light, and here we have the snake together with the harvest. So I'm thinking this means that you have learned to deal with snakes, and now you know how to deal with difficult people in a way that hopefully isn't hurtful for you, and hopefully it doesn't render into karmic situations. Good. So I call the 4 archangels. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. Maybe I missed to say I call the divine with love and light. And here we have house and harvest. And it shows that it feels for me like you have learned to deal with people in a better way. So you can now invite them close and not get upset with the things that they are doing, but actually sort the situation out. For example, if a person is obnoxious, you say thank you for visiting, but now visiting hours is over, and drive carefully and bye-bye. And if there's a person that maybe promised you the world, but only giving you so little, and you say, okay, so this wasn't what I hoped for, so I will move on my own. So you have learned basically to invite people in, but also know how to uninvite them. Okay, so 6 elements, and here we have the sun together with the harvest. So it seems like this is something very old that you have not maybe been able to do for even thousands of years. Maybe you have been too much of an empath, being too nice to people, letting them come too close, steal your heart away, break you, shake you, and make you feeling small and insignificant. And here, through this big cycle, sun and moon, you have learned how to do this. So finally you made it. Okay, Jesus taught you to turn the other cheek, and you taught yourself that it's not possible in all situations. Okay, so 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear viewers. So I want you to have love in your life and to find yourself in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So both the man and the woman came through. So that kind of indicates balance also between the divine feminine and the divine masculine due to this karma being solved. So I'm just going to tune in here for a few seconds. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the little child, and I'm feeling here that you have finally become a good parent to your inner child. This is you, this is your inner child. Okay, And this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's the lilies. So it's something that has been going on for a very long time, eternity. And it might be bond that you have with people that will also go on for eternity, or this is something that your soul has been taught for the eternity, so you will never forget this again, how to take care of your inner child. Okay, so I'm just putting out the cards here. So we start with a central card here, and it's the anchor. So it's almost like this child again, and that you have anchored yourself. So now when you have installed parents to yourself, you have safety. Your base chakra is basically healed. Okay, you have been able to learn to take better care of yourself, make yourself feel safe, make yourself feel comfortable in your own skin even. So even if the world outside is roaring, you are able to find inner peace if you make a proper effort to love and comfort yourself in ways that are pleasing to you. So you have learned how to do this, and you have learned how to make this home inside of yourself, to clean out your inner temple and to make your inner child feel safe and anchored. Beautiful. And here we have a little bit of background, and we have the man here. So I'm thinking this is one of the parents that you have installed. You have probably become more masculine in your approach, and that means you have more of the warrior energy. It doesn't mean that you're more aggressive. It just means that you have the capability to say no. You can now say no to people. You can put boundaries. You can, show your chest here, like maybe doing a little bit like this. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. It's another story to this guy here as well, but we will return to that if necessary. So, and here's the future, and we have the snake again. Yes, okay, so it seems like there will be more tests for you. You have actually been able to complete your karma, but it doesn't mean that you won't continue meeting people that are snakes, that's going to try to do stupid shit towards you. So it's going to be a constant upcoming, I want to say shitstorm, but it's not what I'm seeing. It's basically small monkeys in the tree throwing their crap at you, and you are going to have to learn to, or you already know how to deal with this. So just deal with it. I think this is one of your missions, to be able to deal with people that haven't matured in the way that you have, and maybe by putting boundaries and showing that you're strong, you're tough, you're resilient, you're not easily bent, you're not easily shaken, you're not disturbed out of your harmony. So you will actually be able to deal with this very small snakes is what I'm feeling. Okay, so don't expect people to, like, suddenly you have changed your attraction point and now only nice people will come in. No, you're even more skilled now to deal with difficult people. So difficult people will continue coming in because they probably need your anchoring. They need to meet a person that is not backing down. Okay, and here we have the key. So that is about solutions. So you will provide some kind of solution, both for yourself but also for the people who needs this. And it's a very masculine, it's very mature, it's a very strong, capable persona that you're stepping into or have become, so that you will be able to give people very clear solutions, and maybe also be able to point with your whole hand that this is the solution I see and this is what I'm going to do. So it's very little compromises here is what I'm feeling. And here we have the ship, which might point to relationships and adventures, but it's not these easy adventures, you know, going to taking a trip to a sunny country and lying on the beach. It's more the hardcore kind of adventure, and it's not the easy relationships, it's the challenging relationships that are going to be important here, because you have learned your lesson so well. I'm guessing the divine wants you to also teach others what you have learned, basically just by being you, protecting your inner anchoring, your inner peace, even when there's a flinging, you know, this shit storm from the trees with the monkey snakes here. Okay, so, and it's a stork, so it's a new beginning. It might be a new relationship coming in for you. Don't throw your heart too fast into the mix, because we already have the result here. It's in one way or the other, you might end up being betrayed by this person, but it's a new beginning. It's very hopeful. It's an adventure. You will learn a lot of things from this. So it's not about, no, I'm not going to do it. If you feel like, oh, this is going to be fun, go into it, but don't throw your heart in the mix. Throw in your love, your compassion, your adulthood, your ability to recreate your harmony after you have fell out of balance. Throw that in a mix, but not your achy breaky heart, okay? And here we have the fish. So the fish is about luxurious things, happiness, lucky events, beautiful things, and it comes together with the key and the snake. So from a divine point of view, this is very lucky that you're meeting this snake. I don't know exactly how, but it will give some kind of big solution, maybe to even you have solved your karma, but the world still has a karma to be solved, and you might be the key to that with what you have learned. So it's very lucky for the divine to put you in the mix here, is what I'm seeing. So that's wonderful, I guess. Okay. So, and here we have the labyrinth, and it shows this kind of courting time. It's the people that's supposed to meet are being brought closer and closer together. So it's almost like tension music is being played here. Dum dum dum, dum dum dum. So you're being drawn in closer together. It might be that you are going to meet a new person. One way it looks like a love interest with a heart here, but on the other hand, it most looks like a relationship adventure where you seem to have something to teach the person, because you're so anchored, you're so smart, intelligent, you have these new ideas. So it's very lucky to throw you into the mix with this person from a divine point of view. And we have the coffin here. So it seems like you're going to send this snake monkeys that's flinging shit from the trees. You're going to send them away in a coffin. And that doesn't mean you're going to kill them. It just means that you're going to in some way destroy their style, the way that they have been doing things. So it seems very tormenting for you in one way, but I don't see you being tormented. I actually see these people that have been, traditionally they have been able to get to you, but now they won't be able to get to you, but you will be able to get to them, because something has changed totally within you that has made you so anchored and so ready to deal with any kind of relationship drama in a way that will make the other person feel like they have lost. And that they lost is good, because you were just walking down this path, and these childish monkeys were throwing shit at you, acting like snakes, and you needed to show them that this was not going to be rewarding for them. It's not going to be a rewarding behavior to be able to behave like this. So it might be also a numbers game, that you will have to do this with several monkeys and not only one. I'm seeing only one here, but the story is talking about several. In the coming month, you will probably meet a lot of people that are super nice, are not flinging poop at you, and are totally, they are totally behaving. You can have them in furnitured rooms, okay? But then there will be another more adventurous side to your relationships, where there will come in people that will try to crack your style. They will try to throw you out of balance, and that won't happen. It will be you that's throwing these people out of balance. So we're going to take some oracle cards from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart Oracle. Oh, okay. So it's about balance between yin and yang. So I think there have been a big imbalance, and you have kind of helped that imbalance going by maybe being too empathic, too codependent, too weak, not being able to be strong warrior, self-assured, anchored. And now there's a new energy coming into the mix, very lucky, beautiful energy. That's you. And this is going to balance up certain relationships, like soul group relationships. So one soul group is going to meet with another soul group, and things are going to be put straight, very straight, okay? So I'm going to read this card for you. It's the Alchemist card, Alchemic Wedding, Temperance card in the Major Arcana. Balance. Balance is important in all aspects of life, but it is especially important in relationships, both with others and with yourself. This card suggests that you examine your relationship to see if they are truly in balance. A healthy relationship should include time to be together as well as time to be spent apart. Take some time in peaceful solitude to renew your acquaintance with yourself. So this is the anchor. You're always able to come back to yourself. You really don't need the other person anymore. So when they are starting to fling crap, you are going to be able to break it up. And these people flinging crap, they want to do this because they want to throw you out of balance and get power over you. And this is not going to happen. So these people are going to wonder what have happened if their magic doesn't work anymore. Acknowledge what you bring to the relationship and what your partner brings to the relationship. Ensure that you both play an equal role and not one person dominates. Compromise is required in order for a relationship to be harmonious. Be willing to give and receive. By finding the middle ground, you'll help to ensure that your needs and the needs of your partner are being met. Compromise also includes accepting that people are individuals with different personalities and ways of looking at the world. Embrace your differences, rejoice in your similarities. If you find yourself at odds, be willing to work through issues honestly and with love, confident that your differences can be resolved. So it doesn't mean that you take these monkeys down from the trees and, put their face in their own dirt. It's more that you tell them what you want, what you like, and what you expect from them, what you don't expect from them, what you didn't like, and how you are going to proceed. So, for example, let's say that you are meeting a person that you have a love interest for, and this person is acting cold and juvenile in the relationship. That would mean that you will with love and compassion, you will tell them that this meet together that we have today was not to my liking. You behaved in ways that I see as juvenile and even selfish. And I hope that there's an explanation for why you behaved like this. Maybe you can ponder about that, and you can get back to me, and maybe we will meet together again someday. So this is giving them no hate, no drama, no conflict. It's just what it is. You didn't like their behavior. If they will improve, you will meet them again. If they won't improve, they don't have an explanation for their behavior, you won't meet together with them again. And that's the coffin where the snake ended up. So they might have come in to the relationship this day because they wanted to get something out of you, get you out of balance, steal your mojo, make you feel weak, break your heart a little bit so they could feel strong and enhanced. And it didn't work. We can see where they ended up. But you do so with love and compassion. It's not about, it's a rainbow warrior, not a steel and fire kind of warrior. If you find yourself at odds, be willing to work through issues honestly and with love, confident that your differences can be resolved. This is an excellent time to help heal discordant relationship by bringing them into better balance. And it means that you don't have the responsibility. The other person has equal responsibility. So you have the responsibility to tell them that you didn't appreciate their behavior. They have the responsibility to explain themselves. So that's where we have the balance. If you're seeking a romantic relationship, balancing aspects of your own life will open the way to new love. Also making sure that your relationships with family and friends are in balance will set the tone for the new romance that is on its way to you. It's definitely some new romance on its way to you, but it's going to be gateways to get to there, and you will have to show the world that you can deal with these kind of indifferences and imbalances, and that you won't accept things that you really can't accept. So live up to your own standards. See to that other people are living up to their standards if they are going to be with you. In other case, they have nothing in your life. They shouldn't have access to your life. And you are the one to see to that they either have or they haven't. It's also about when you meet a new person, to sort out what kind of behavior you accept with them or not. So it's not a coffin only. In some situation, it will be you putting a big stop sign to certain behaviors that you don't accept. So to be able to come together with a person and come together with their best sides, you need to put a halt to their worst sides and say, no, this is not accepted. And hopefully that person will adapt to that. And okay, so I can't curse at other people when this person is around, because this person wants me to be compassionate towards others. So I have to nurture my more compassionate side if I am to be with them. So that is actually a win-win situation for most people in this equation. And yes, so I'm seeing new love coming in for you, but you're going to have to sort. It's a little bit of numbers game. Some people will look nice, but will end up flinging poop, and you will have to explain to them why you didn't like this, and giving them the terms for the continuation of your relationship or the end. And you will zigzag through this, and I think eventually you will find someone that you will really fit together with. But it's like there's more people in the mix here, and by you saying yes to the things you do want and no to the things you don't want, you're going to be able to come through this labyrinth and find your way to where you're supposed to be. Okay, so don't compromise yourself. If it doesn't feel good, it's not good. And then you tell the person, and either they have the will to sort it out or they don't. And if they don't, you let them go. It's simple as that. Okay, so I hope this helped. I want you to take a really good care and keep the eye out for my next post, which will probably be a pick a card reading any day soon. So until next time, take really good care, stay blessed. Bye bye.